Hello, moon babies. How are you? It's Molly. Welcome. Welcome to this Summer Art Witch vlog, and welcome to the Doom Zone, also known as my studio. My workspace is an absolute sty, which is what happens when you make a lot of things. So we're going to start this video by tidying up and catching up. How has summer been treating you, my friends? The weather here has been wild. It's either been like the surface of the sun, it's been flooding, or there's been wildfire smoke, which means I've spent more time indoors than usual, which isn't great for the vitamin D intake. But there's been a lot cooking in the studio. I have a lot of projects on the go. I've been running classes, working on custom pieces, doing home projects, and when the weather's been hospitable, going out and foraging for magical and craft supplies. And all of that happens down here. And while I appreciate a bit of creative chaos, I need to be able to hear myself think. So let's reset and regroup. I wanted to quickly let you know about two little bits of housekeeping. One, I wrote a book. I wrote a new book, and I've just been so busy that I forgot to tell you. I'm sorry. It's called Bountiful Witch, a slow and steady guide to money magic and living ritually. Number two, Rock Your Grimoire is coming up. Can you believe it? It's that time already. So Rock Your Grimoire is a 2-week mixed media sprint to get magic flowing in your grimoire. So I'll leave links in the description for both the book and the class if you're interested. Ugh, so much better. Now, if you have a shop or you're in a creative field or you're a designer, you'll know that makers and designers are always a season, if not a few seasons, ahead. So while it's been sweltering and I'm sipping on iced coffee, I've been a busy bee working on autumnal designs. Here I'm inking some drawings for the fall shop collection. I'm really excited about this Halloween collection, and I can't wait to share it with you. I'm working on it right now, and it will be waiting for you in the shop very, very soon. Oof. There we go. Get situated. Hello, Moon Baby Honeys. I hope that you are enjoying this vlog so far. I decided to have a little impromptu sit down, a little chat here, because I was feeling inspired. I was inspired by your friend and mine, the glorious Ember Honey Raven, watching a video that she posted to Patreon this morning. And I was listening to this video while I was doing the washing up. And the video is titled, "Where Have All the YouTube Witches Gone?" And hearing her ask that question, where have all the YouTube witches gone? I thought to myself immediately, I'm hiding. I know where they've gone. Now, hiding may just be a personal problem. I'm not going to say that all of the witchy content creators that used to generously share with us, they have moved on to either other careers or other places in their spiritual path, or life happens. I know I'm having a season of life right now where my responsibilities are being shuffled. So who knows? I'll speak for myself. I've been hiding. I can't account for for anyone else. I feel like I've been hiding. And it felt important for me to talk about this today because I feel like a majority of my purpose in my artwork, my purpose in this channel, in the books that I create, the purpose has always been to F perfection, be loud, be proud, be who you are, share your magic with the world because we need it so badly. And here I am being a hypocritical hedgehog, hiding from the internet. So if you've been with me on the YouTube journey for a while, I've been here for almost 10 years now, which is wild to think about. But this channel began as a witchcraft channel. We talked specifically, almost strictly, about witchcraft, magic, and the intersection of art and magic. And as time went on, I felt less and less obliged to share the inner workings of my spiritual practice. And then we had the pandemic, and existing on the internet during that time and since that time has been an interesting ride. But I started to notice it specifically during the pandemic, that something in the community psyche seemed to snap. And it no longer felt safe or even really wanted for you to be sharing the details of your spiritual practice or the details of your craft. So I started to kind of claw that information back and really keep that close to my chest. It felt like the safe thing to do at the time. And in being a person, a human in the public, folk would feel inclined to send me absolutely bananas, unhinged, sometimes violent messages about how a real witch wouldn't do this, or a self-respecting witch would never do this, or if you were a real witch, you would never say that, you would never do this, you can't have that, you aren't allowed to work with this and this. Editing Molly here. I just wanted to clarify. When I'm speaking about people telling you what you can and cannot do and can and cannot have, I'm not talking about important issues like cultural appropriation, whitewashing, human rights issues, or straight up misinformation. I'm talking about the pettiest of petty stuff, like whether or not I'm allowed to collect Mary iconography and what day I celebrate Halloween. Womp, womp. Ridiculous. All right, moving on. And that mix of dogma with people just feeling really destabilized just unlocked something that I didn't have energy for. In listening to Ember's voice this morning and listening to her video and asking where the YouTube witches have gone, I really did feel a heaviness in my heart about it. And I'm saying to myself, Molly, you've shrunk yourself down. You are hiding in the bushes. You are hiding in the freaking bushes. because you feel like you failed to manage the feelings of strangers. And in some cases, manage the feelings of strangers who are not with you. Manage the feeling of strangers who want to find fault, who want to find things to criticize, whether it's my face. I know I have a big nose, y'all, and I love her. Speaking of big, I have to interrupt this broadcast. Look at this key. Isn't it beautiful? It's heavy and gorgeous. The skeleton key was a gift from a friend last Halloween. Mwah. That being said, we're not going to do that anymore. We're not going to hide in the bushes anymore. I miss talking about magic. I really, really do. And I want to tell you about this quest because I know much of what we talk about, particularly on Patreon and in my classes when we have chats, is how do we crush perfectionism? How do we crush the fear of creative judgment? So I'm coming to you for accountability, moon babies, to tell you that it's time for me to walk my own talk and practice being judged and not dying. And so I think I'd like to leave you with that question as well. Is there something in your life right now that's making you feel small, that's dimming your light, that's sucking away your power? And how do we crush it together? So thank you so much, Ember, for your wise words and this kick in the pants of witchy inspiration. I so appreciate you. Thank you. And I hope you enjoy the rest of this Art Witch vlog. I want to be a weed. I want to be a weed with a taproot so deep it tickles the water table. A weed full of secret helpfulness hiding in plain sight. A weed who inflicts a twisty burn when handled with disrespect. A weed that goes ruby red in a healing jar on your windowsill, happy to be part of your brew. I want to be a weed who kisses bees, who thrives in cracks that other folks mistake as ugly or unimportant. The parking lots, the overpasses, scorched plots, and conversations. I want to be a weed, a pesky, resilient, relentless, nutritious, generous, inconvenient, delicious, scrappy, magical weed. Let's make a mark. One of the best parts of being an art witch is creating custom goodies. And here I'm making a little glow-in-the-dark moth spirit for a very special client. And I thought I'd bring you along and show you the process. Now, let's take a look at our little critter in situ. I'm loving this untamed, fuzzy mohawk. I attached a clip to the back so they can be placed anywhere on a wreath or a picture frame or maybe tucked into a floral arrangement. This was an absolute blast to make, and I cannot wait to wrap it up and send them off to their new home. My mom and I recently took a little trip to celebrate late summer by spending a muggy, moody morning at a local sunflower farm. This place was so beautiful and soul nourishing. The fields stretched out these huge swaths of sunflowers, cosmos, and zinnias. The sound of bees vibrating and birds singing made it feel like a faraway fairyland, despite still being able to see the road. There's something really special about sunflowers that feels almost animal-like, especially the giant blooms, the ones that have the big, heavy, drooping heads. The size and weight of sunflowers makes them feel supernatural, like more tree than flower and more animal than tree. I don't know, I find them fascinating. I wanted to bottle the smell of this place, that kind of dirty vegetal life force. It's kind of a cross between rain and cut grass and a fresh tomato. I had expected to come and just pick flowers, but there was a ton to do here. We adventured into the enchanted woods. They also had a corn maze. Mom and I agreed that the dark sky and the soupy humidity made it a little foreboding, which we both love. We wandered the butterfly garden and encouraged the adolescent pumpkins to keep up the good work, and remembered that we should probably pick some flowers. We were absolutely thrilled with our bounty. What a beautiful morning. I'm looking forward to getting these rays of sunshine in a vase. This visit gave me a ton of inspiration for this month's Grimoire Club. I want to thank you so much for being here, for being you, and for watching Moon Babies. I hope this little visit inspires you to create some magic in your own life. And until we speak again, my friends, witch on, witch boldly, and be well. We'll talk very soon. Bye for now.